The federal government has reaffirmed this commitment to ensure that Nigeria has sufficient gas and as well bring down the price of gas to the barest minimum for the citizenry. The Minister of State for Petroleum, Ekperikpe Ekpo, who made the remarks on Monday in Lagos, while speaking at LPG Grassroots Penetration, a decade of gas initiative, says the new initiative is to produce and distribute 1 million cooking gas to women in order to reduce environmental problems caused while using firewood to cook. Ekpo noted that women should begin to imbibe the culture of using gas for cooking and move away from the use of kerosene and firewood so that Nigeria will be saved from the climate change challenges. The minister said he will summon a meeting with the gas producers to find solutions to the production cost, which is translating to our price for the people. Other speakers, including the special advisor to the president on sustainable development goal, Adejoke Orelokwe Adefilure, and a member, Women in Energy Network, Yinka Okweke, admonished women to join in the campaign of encouraging the use of gas rather than firewood.
To take the women away from using firewood, kerosene to clean cooking with the use of gas. And this will go a long way to mitigate the environment, the climate change we have been talking about, which Nigeria is a signatory to. So it is in keeping with moving into the new era of energy. And of course, in Nigeria today, gas is a transition fuel in the energy subsector. And so today we are encouraging women move away from firewood, embrace natural gas, and in this case LPG in the various cooking. It will save your money, it serves the environment, and it is for the health of the women and those who are using this system for their own cooking. That information this morning that the price of gas is getting up again. And so what I'm going to do is I will invite the regulators and the producers and have a meeting with them. What we are looking for is to bring down the price that it will be affordable. The energy security we are talking about affordability, availability. And so we are going to do that. Whatsoever is the reason behind the hike in price, we'll make sure we bring it down. Sustainability plan is all about producing more gas from the gas resources. And you can know now that some of the IOCs that are moving from the shallow water to the deep water where you have a huge deposit of gas. And so with the commitment of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, there is that assurance that we will have sufficient gas to sustain what we are looking at. For us to continue from where we stopped, in the decade of gas, we are looking at 2030 turning Nigeria into gas economy, in which case we are growing from 7.5 billion cubic feet of gas to about 12. So we are progressing in that direction to make sure we have gas sufficiency in the country.
Very soon, government will stop cutting of trees. We are supposed to plant trees, not to cut trees. You understand? Everything you want to do, plant trees and don't cut trees. And the danger in using firewood is that some of the woods are poisonous, and it's affecting our health indirectly. And you may not know the smoke that comes with it affects our health, especially our lungs. And that's why you see many people now, you say they are just poor of the poor, they are having chronic diseases, and they are in the hospital, they don't have money to treat themselves.
Partnership, the government is not in the business of making money, so they have to work with the private sector to sponsor the penetration of cooking gas and the grassroots, because domestic utilization is one of the biggest ones in terms of the energy transition. So I think that is very impactful, it's very direct. A lot of these women, some of them are beneficiaries, and they'll live here with cylinders that they can use to cook healthy meals immediately. So it's a low-hanging fruit, because for most of them, the major challenge, barrier to entry in terms of cleaner cooking is the initial cost of the cylinder. A 3 kg with a burner and the gas would retail for about 28 or 27,000 to 30,000, which for a woman who is living on less than $1, now that $1 is about 1,500 naira, would not be able to afford, even if you give out the cash. So of course, I'm sure that the government will want to work with a lot of private sector organizers.
Employ our women, because we've seen over time when such opportunity is being given, a lot of them go out to sell it immediately, even outside this gate. So we want to discourage that. The essence of this initiative is so that you can see the difference between cooking with firewood and cooking with gas, which is clean energy. So we plead with you. The government has done it in their own capacity to take the initial cost, because one of the problems that a lot of us had is the initial cost, the cost of cylinder and the cost of gas. Now these are readily available to use. This has taken all the initial costs. Also, in one of the initiatives of the government to reduce the transportation, they also provide skid for conversion for most of the mini buses. So those are the initiatives that the president has adopted to make sure we move from carbon monoxide emission to a clean energy.